Welcome back to my channel. We're just going to be getting right to the subject matter as my show aims to educate the Christians regarding the falsehood of Christianity. There is a rumor that is going throughout social media today that there is a document from 30 through 33 CE, a Chinese emperor of the Han Dynasty, and they actually assert that it is recorded the death of Christ by indicating key statements and phrases such as a man from heaven died and the sins of the people are on one man. In other phrases, they use this documentation to fit their Christian narrative. But Christians have taken this grossly out of context, as usual. Christians are trying to find evidence outside of the New Testament that collaborates with their Christian claims, because they know that there is no historian outside of the Christian faith that would confirm the existence of Jesus. Josephus never confirmed Jesus. Thales never mentioned Jesus either, and a host of others. But somehow Christians think that this new discovery will be a game changer. The very Christians who spew out these unfounded claims are the very Christians who deceives you. Because if we are being honest, most if not all who profess Christianity are gullible. They will listen to anyone without doing any background check. That's poor journalism. I know. Christians who say things such as Jesus' death was recorded by the Chinese, the ancient Chinese, well, we'll see about this, because all of what you are doing is taking history and taking it out of context, trying to prove a point that real experts reject. When a Christian does this, they are fighting their own doubt. When you know you may be wrong, you look for outside sources to validate Jesus because you may be insecure in your own faith. This is a sign that you are sweating a little. You're nervous. You're shaking in your boots. You are scavenging any source that you can have to back up the Christian claim. This is called confirmation bias. You are searching for information that match your current beliefs while ignoring the facts that do not support yours. But let's briefly check out this clip by Faith and Friction podcast. Evaluate their claims, and then I will tell you the truth.
33 AD, a Chinese emperor of the Han Dynasty wrote down during an eclipse that was happening, he wrote these words in the history books. And he said, yin and yang have mistakenly switched. The sun and the moon were eclipsed. The sins of all under heaven are now on one man, and a pardon is proclaimed to all under heaven. And then another portion of the record of the Han Dynasty says, an eclipse on the day of Guiha, the man from heaven died.
Here's the truth. This is a myth. This declaration is not history. Christians mistranslate and misinterpret this Chinese text. It's actually called the Book of the Later Han. The emperor of the content was Guang Wu. This text was simply political and cosmic balance, not anything remotely about Jesus. And here is why. One phrase mentioned is the sins of the people are on one man. This also phrase from the clip is a man from heaven died. In ancient China, the emperor ruled under a mandate of heaven. So this is actually speaking of the emperor Guang Wu, not Jesus. And if you want to be technical, the phrase a man from heaven died does not exist in the original book, which means it was fabricated. Guang Wu was taking personal responsibility for the bad omen, so he pardoned and released prisoners to make it right and restore cosmic balance. Again, nothing remotely about Jesus. Furthermore, it was the wrong year and the wrong time. The statement was around April to May of 31 CE. Jesus was supposedly crucified on Passover, which was March, early April. It does not match. Further, China and Jerusalem are thousands of miles apart. In other words, there is a time zone issue. China would not line up with the afternoon hours of Jerusalem. So this is the end of my channel. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video titled Validation, Validation. Oh, Christian Validation. Thank you for watching.